Tunnel through Weehawken, through Secaucus, across the Hackensack River, and you'll arrive, as we have, at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Kansas City Chiefs and over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. Black 80! 21, 21. Let's go one more.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. Space to maneuver at the 40 as they finally wrangle him in at the 48. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 27-yard line.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 80! 21, 21.
That's track. Mike 52, Mike 52. I got one, I got one.
Hey, wahoo!
52's the mic right here, over there, right? 52's the mic.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. That's going to be caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Michael Gallup, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jets take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be taken very short. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And some room to work. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. Well, what made that toss out to the right so successful? Because it looked pretty easy.
A belief in the play. An absolute execution by all 11 on the offensive side of the ball. Everyone took care of their assignment, but the reason they did so, every time that play is called, they think it's going to go for big yardage. It's their staple play, and they love to run it.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Joey Bosa in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes. It's caught by OBJ. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Yellow. I'm going, 80.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. On second and goal, Mahomes escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. So on fourth down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And the kick by Butker is good. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So the field goal that cuts the lead in half as they, too, are able to get some points on their initial drive of the game.
Yeah, all in all, a pretty positive response, right, to the points that were scored against them. And they got a little help from their opponent anyway. Missed the conversion, so now they're just 3 back.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
57, Mike, 57. 57.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Sliding out of the pocket. He finds Beckham complete. Give him 32 on the play.
Let's go. Let's do it.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They'll run with McCaffrey. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Here's Mahomes to throw. Rolling to his right. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, It makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offense.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
Please tell me this doesn't come off as snarky, but that's a relative chip shot. I mean, you've got to be able to execute that one. I don't care what they design on the other side about trying to block the kick. That should be 3 points on the board.
Yeah, we've talked about it before. If you're out at 55, 60 yards, low trajectory from here, you get that thing up. This should be 3.
Yeah, there's nothing routine in football, but this one really almost should be. Snap, hold, kick, ball through the post. Didn't happen that way. He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Got his man there complete to Gallup. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. To throw is Garoppolo. He sets to fire deep. And that one almost intercepted. Call it a 50-50 ball. It falls incomplete, and now 3rd down.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
3 down, 3 down. Hey, Mike 52, Mike 50. Hey, exit. I got you.
Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 40. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a 1st down. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory, right at the 40. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
From the 31, Garoppolo. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it, and he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. How about that for a little jolt right before intermission?
You talk about taking momentum into the half with you, and so many teams have an emphasis on trying to score in the last 2 minutes of a half to carry that with them. It's not often talked about scoring on defense, though. That's extra mo.
And now they may take the lead into the locker room as well. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last that didn't bother you too much last time.
No, because it's exactly.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Here we go. Like 20. 11. Watch the screen.
Now Saquon Barkley. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They get the first. The decision to run on third and medium winds up being a good one. They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Jets are going to retake the lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. You're down 3 under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But boy, getting into field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. He finds his target, Beckham. 23 yards the pickup there. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end, or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. They also don't feel like they get enough credit for bailing out some of the throws the quarterbacks make.
Absolutely. Takes 2 to tango. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Flushed out right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. 15.
Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. Looking downfield for Kelsey. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Kelsey, the intended receiver there. And now it's 3rd down.
Mike 5-4. 15.
Now it's Mahomes again. They'll roll, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Clement Williams in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Mahomes in the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th.
Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys. Our time. Let's get off the field.
15.
Let's go.
54, right there. 54 miles.
Not today, you are.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And the Jets are going to get the football back. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Two.
Tighten up.
And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Here's Garoppolo to throw. And now Garoppolo lost the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. It's caught. Beckham. He was over 100 receiving last week. He's over 100 now this week as he's got a first down as well. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause, to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
Forced out to his left. He's going to look for Beckham in the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Back to the air on second down. It's Mahomes escaping the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Quentin Williams has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
And that's his 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5. On 3rd down, Barkley. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
21 yards. Well done on the return. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down. And the coach has decided to throw the red flag. He will challenge this play. Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now here's Mahomes. Buying time to his left. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Marcus Kemp, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs are once again going to retake the lead. Butker on for the PAT. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Makes the score Chiefs 17, Jets 13. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
A 2-yard loss brings up 3rd and 7.
Here we go. 180.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Mike 52. All day, play. Bang, bang.
12, fellas. Here we go.
Bang, bang.
Hey, high 7. Flag. Go ahead.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And he finds Safarian Jenkins. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
Jets, first down. 1st and 10 at the 40.
Here we go. 180.
I got you, boy.
12.
Check 25.
80 weapons.
Check 99. Shift. Check safety. Check 52's the mic. Check 52's the mic. Hey, watch the slant.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet 1st down. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 36. Barkley, and he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Again, it's Barkley. They find some open field here. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 20 on the year as his guys are able to regain the lead. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. This will be taken short. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Quinnen Williams in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. That's number 4, sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. after the sack on first down. Mahomes. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Quentin Williams racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. On third and long, it's Mahomes, eluding the pressure right. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot, he took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Fielded just inside the 20. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
They'll run with Barkley. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
Here we go. 21. Let's go, team.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And his defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long.
55. Right there in the middle. 55. Hey, Alpha. Mark 55. Mark 55.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. This is taken at about the 14. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense. Get a couple of first downs.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Quentin Williams in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Throwing on second and long. Mahomes. Now a desperation throw deep down. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they do finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 41. Back to throw. Mahomes on the move to his left. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, second down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Mahomes firing complete and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with the defense out of timeouts, powerless to stop the clock, this should just be a couple of kneel downs. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. Tackle made there by Matt Milano. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe to get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
So it's a victory here for the New York Jets, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Jets, the win moves them to 8-7 now on the year. And they'll get another home date next week as the Saints will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, this was basically just an exhibition game for them as they'd already clinched home field advantage. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.